Hi, I'm Ryan Johnson. I'm here today with Danny Sekas, and today we're going to be reviewing Halo 3.
Why do you always jump? One of these days,
So first thing we're going to be talking about today is the campaign. It is about 10 levels long, 9 with the very first one being a about 5-minute cutscene to watch, of Master Chief crashing from a ship, and then the Marines are just having a little meeting because his armor is in lockdown mode, and he's literally frozen there. So they're trying to figure out what they do. After he boots himself back up, they have a little intro. Very classic Halo beginning, where you move the controller, the right stick, up and down to get used to the movement of the analog stick.
Campaign sorts out in about 10 levels, like we said. Each level about gets harder as you go along.
Each level varies about, I'd say probably about 15-20 minutes between each level, so it's a pretty good length. The campaign is very story-driven. The cutscenes are fantastic to watch. The animation, all the characters' movements are great. There's nothing really bad to be said about the cutscenes.
We should also mention that there's 4-player online co-op, but unfortunately there's no drop-in, drop-out situation, and you also do need a hard drive. This can be quite a pain because not everybody has a hard drive. If you went with the original Xbox 360 arcade, you most likely only have about an internal memory or just a little memory chip card. Unfortunately, the new update that allows you to use the memory stick, just a little USB key, for saving data, it's not going to work for your online co-op. It's not going to allow you to enable that.
Also to be said about the campaign is the difficulties. There are 4 to play through: easy, normal, heroic, and legendary. Normal through legendary per level have achievements to complete the level and complete the campaign. And also when you play through normal to legendary, you can collect skulls within the level, which will also give you achievements. You can add in these skulls and make the game harder. For example, iron. It disables respawning, so if one person dies, everyone gets sent back to the last checkpoint. Bungie has used their own graphics engine for this game, but they use the Havok's physics engine to use the grenades and the vehicles and so on.
We should mention that the graphics in Halo 3 are outdated, but that's kind of okay because it's one of the early exclusive titles for the Xbox 360.
The audio in the game is fabulous. The soundtrack is, personally, in my mind, one of the best soundtracks. The music just fits the story really well. When you're in the final level racing down, when everything is exploding, the music just plays so epic and it just fits perfectly. The voice acting, everything, everyone is fit right with their voice. When they're mad, you see them act it out and it shows in their voice that they're mad. When Cortana is sad at the very ending in the last cutscene, you see her, you hear her crying. Everything, they took a lot of time into making the audio work.
I feel the same way that the audio is really one of the best parts of Halo 3. The time that they've obviously taken to make this and different variations of the Halo themes is simply remarkable, just to show that they've even released a Halo 3 CD with all the music on it, even from ODST. Just that they've taken the time to do that simply shows the amazing of every audio aspect of Halo 3.
The audio definitely makes up for the graphics in that part. They took more time into the audio than they did the graphics because Bungie knows that graphics don't make everything, it's the overall presentation.
I agree.
Hang on.
Controls are very easy to master if you've played a Halo game before. They're fairly similar, not everything is the same. A is how to jump, B is how to melee, Y is how to switch your weapons. X has now been used to lay down your equipment, which is stuff like trip mines, bubble shields, regenerators, which are new to Halo 3. Right bumper is now what X used to be. It's used to pick up weapons, get into vehicles, do every action pretty much that X used to do. Right trigger is still fire, left triggers throw grenades. Left bumper is now how to switch grenades. The left analog stick is how to move, and the right analog stick is how to aim. There are many different modes to online: lone wolves, slayer, snipers, skirmish, duels, and then there are unranked ones: social slayer, social skirmish, MLG, SWAT, and then there's also this new thing added every weekend called Double XP Weekend, which is a Bungie-made game that is used to earn you double the experience when you win the online games.
The online play to Halo 3 is very fast-paced, but thankfully they've added in a ranking system. Because the game is fast-paced, a new player may not be able to cope too well with controls. Forge in Halo 3 is actually one of my funnest things. It's the best thing that I like. It gives you a chance to show your creative side. You can build different game modes, you can build structures, you can choose where you place your weapons, you can choose how you turn them, how they're set up against walls, and it can really determine the outplay of a game between you and your friends, either sitting beside him or her or online.
It is definitely one of the best features added into Halo 3. Bungie took a lot of time into thinking what would be a great new feature, and Forge definitely delivers. Like Ryan said, you can judge anything on the map. It's basically create your own map of maps in the game. You can make fun little game types, like I've seen people make Jenga boards where like they shoot giant cans into stacked walls, and then you can just play Jenga in the middle of over the map.
Finally, we have Theater Mode. Theater Mode finally gives you a chance to show that you actually kicked your friend's ass.
Theater Mode is, again, a new feature in Halo 3 that allows you to watch previously played clips. You can watch your past 25 games, and in them, if something really funny happens or something really cool happens, you can watch it, take a screenshot, record it, and this has really helped people on YouTube make machinima, like Red vs. Blue and Digital Fear.
So for my score, I'm going to give it a 9.0. The reason I'm giving it a 9.0, this is a personal thing. I just don't really like the multiplayer. Yes, there are the ranking strategies like we said before, but it can be hectic for new players or players that absolutely suck like me.
And for me, I'd give Halo 3 a 9.1. The campaign, yes, I said the cutscenes are good, but sometimes the campaign may get a little boring, especially playing through it multiple times, helping friends get through it. Not really worth the replayability. First time through, yes, it's definitely a fun time. The multiplayer, I'm a huge fan of. But now, because there are newer games coming out, it's kind of dying out, especially with Reach Beta out. But it's still an amazing game with Theater Mode and Forge Mode. It's quite a unique game. 9.1.
It's finished.
I'll drop a beacon, but it'll be a while before anyone finds us. Years, even. I'll miss you.
Wake me when you need me.